What is up, guys? It is Nistro here, and today we got ourselves a new TCG exclusive archetype. And as you can see, I finally got myself a face cam. We step in our game up here, and looking at these cards just initially. First off, they're wind machine monsters, so it's not going to be synergizable with UA. They have their own field spell, so that's a little sad. I kind of would have liked it if it were synergizable with UA, but I guess that's not going to be a reality. And second off, they're race cars. You know what I'm saying? They're called FA instead of UA now. FA, I assume, is like fast athlete. That's like the only thing that comes to mind. So, yeah, let's just get into these guys. I mean, we have to go skirt with the with the fast athletes. All right, so first one we have is fast athlete Sonic Meister, level 4 wind type, and machine. So gains attack equal to its level times 300. It's level 4, so that's only 1200 initially. It cannot be destroyed by battle with opponents. Oh, it would have just been nice if it just said cannot be destroyed by battle, period. Unfortunately, there's more to that. So, cannot be destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster whose original level/rank is lower than this card's level. So, immediately we can tell this deck is going to be focused on levels. That continuous trap card that lowers your opponent's monsters all by 2 levels, that's going to be a good side deck option against this deck, which is kind of funny. Because, like, that card kind of stopped seeing play after Zexo format, or Zexo era. So, it can't be destroyed. It has to be a lower level. So if they're level 4 or the same level as him as well, then his level does. Then he still gets destroyed. So each time an FA spell, trap, or effect is activated, you can increase his card's level by 1. So it seems to be permanent. So definitely wouldn't be too bad. If you activate the field spell or if you activate that quick play spell, he becomes level 5. Unfortunately, only bringing him up to 1500. It's like the whole level thing kind of kills it for me. But yeah, lastly is that if this card is level 7 or higher, it can make 2 attacks on monsters. Come on, Konami, you can do better than this. Come on. Okay, so you can make 2 attacks on monsters during the battle phase. So I guess he can attack twice. If it's level 7, so 7 times 3, that'll be 21. Maybe there's going to be a boost somewhere else. I hope there is. But if not, then just activate a few FA spell trap cards and his level increases. You know what I'm saying? So next we have Hang On Mac. Hang On Mac. Also, wind level 4. Assume they're all going to be wind, so UAs were all earth, so we can assume these guys are going to be all wind. And so he gains attack equal to his level times 300. We can assume there's going to be a recurring factor, a recurring theme in this deck, just like going back into the hand and then special summoning was with UA. And so he's unaffected by activated effects from an opponent's monster whose original level/rank is lower than this card's level. So kind of like a Klee monster, which is kind of funny. And each time an FA spell, trap, or effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. And if this card is level 7 or higher, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Oh, okay, so he's a Dark Law when he's level 7 or higher. So that definitely, like this guy looks a lot more spicy. He has more defense. He's unaffected by monster effects, and he's a mini Dark Law, and so it applies to any card as well. So that definitely doesn't hurt. I think I'm gonna play. I think moving on to the deck, like as this deck gets more support, I think Hang On Mac is gonna be someone we're gonna play multiple copies of, and Speedmeister is gonna be someone who's just there. You know what I'm saying? 2 attacks, maybe like a 1 or 2 of, but Hang On Mac I think is gonna be at least a 2 or 3 of. Moving on. So next we have FA Circuit Grand Prix. It's a field spell. And unfortunately, its initial effect is not when this card is activated, search a FA monster. Oh man, that would have been great. Now, increase the level of all face-up FA monsters on the field by 2 during the battle phase only. Hang On Mac would have been so much better. Or it's Mock. Hang On Mock. Excuse me for my ignorance. So Hang On Mock would have been so much better, you know, just to have... Because if you were to summon out Hang On Mock and then activate the field spell, he would be level 5, and then the field spell would increase his level by 2. And so I think it should have said, like, during your turn or during your opponent's turn. I think limiting it to the battle phase kind of hinders it. I think if it said during your opponent's turn, or like in general, I think that would have been a whole lot better, because then he can be a Dark Claw on your opponent's turn and gain extra attack, and then on your turn, you can have your own cards to try to increase your own attack, you know what I'm saying? So once per turn, when your FA monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can draw a card. Okay, so Speedmeister is getting some extra use right here. So being able to attack twice definitely has its pluses, and we can actually see a third FA monster right here already. So I think that's pretty cool. Speed racing. You know what? I just noticed? Konami just missed a chance to put speed counters in the game. It's like they made 5D's dot deck and they didn't put speed counters in the actual deck. Konami, I am profoundly disappointed in you guys. There's no way that you guys could not have taken a better opportunity to do this, and you guys just messed it up. Man. And his last effect is that if this face-up card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can add one FA card from your deck to your hand, except another copy of itself, and you're going to use that search effect once per turn. Okay, so what we do here is we play Metal Foes. These guys are wind. They're not psychic. It's going to be hard to synergize, but I'm pretty sure it can work out if you do Metal Foes and then set like a combination or something, and then after you set your combination, you can go into more plays like that. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. I think it might be good in the future. You know, it's kind of like when UAs came out. It's like it might be good in the future if we get more. You know, if we get the right cards. That's kind of how every TCG exclusive that isn't like BA or Cosmo. That's kind of how they all were. And FA Downforce. I don't get the pun with this one, but yeah. So target one FA monster you control, increase its level by 2 until the end of this turn. It's only for the turn. Man, it would have been nice for the level gain to be permanent. I mean, these guys won't have that much attack anyway. They'll only gain 600 attack. And then they'll become level 7 thanks to their own effect. But still, that's only 2100. I mean, I get, you know, maybe if you activate both of these in the same turn, like maybe you activate Grand Prix on your turn, and then you go into battle phase. So that would be three levels right there. So they would be at level 7, and then activate Downforce. They'd only be at 2700. They'd be level 9 at 2700. You know what? This deck might be able to make some crazy Exceed plays simply because of its potential of level manipulation and playing like level manipulation cards in themselves. Like, I think Konami just found a way to make level manipulation cards actually usable. You know, like cards that manipulate your opponent's level and not just your own. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually nice. So during your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish the card from your graveyard, then target FA monster you control, increase its level by 2 until the end of this turn. Again, it's only until the end of the turn. I want my... What's it called? I want my Hang On Mac to be level freaking 7 for a long time, alright? I don't want it to be one turn. I want it to stay a Dark Law, a 21-hitter Dark Law on the field, alright? That's what I want. Stop limiting it to freaking... And it's only during your main phase you could banish it. If it was during either player's turn, it would have been a whole lot better. But it's only during your main phase. Oh my god, man. I was gonna be like, I was thinking of giving this archetype a chance, but now like fully looking into all these cards right here, I'm not liking it so far. But there is another archetype coming out. The Vendor Dread or something like that. It is a ritual zombie based archetype. I'm going to talk about that one soon, and that one does look a whole lot more interesting than the FA do right now. I still haven't talked about the Spiral and Subterrors yet, so I'm gonna get to that as well. But yeah, that's it for now. That was the FA archetype going skirt all over the Grand Prix. I feel like making a Sonic Riders joke, but this archetype was too disappointing. It doesn't deserve a Sonic Riders joke. That's how bad this archetype is. It's bad as Sonic Riders. Ah! All right, I'm done. Okay, so yeah, yeah. That's really all I have to say for now. FAs, cars. If you like cars, if you like extreme sports, if you like fast, if you like speed, if you like Sonic, this might be the deck for you. Even if it's not that good, it still looks like it could be fun. It really depends on the support we get. Konami's playing that card again. It's like, yeah, it's not going to be good until it gets support. So, but I mean, at least you could pick it up for now. You could try it in Metal Foes. We don't know how that's going to go just yet, but yeah, that's really all I have to say for now. Again, this was Nistro here, and as you can see, that's my Twitter handle up there, Sir Nistro. You guys want to follow me? Shameless advertising, you know what I'm saying? I do post video game and Yu-Gi-Oh stuff and music stuff, as well. So, yeah, that's really all. Again, I ramble on a lot, but this is the last time I'm saying this was Nistro here. Nistro.